I am the Boxed Award-winning The Boxed, and this is Saturday Fan Expo. Hi, R2-D2. Yes, I really am this ugly. Please do not touch G.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just had an Ocarina of Time shirt autographed by Patricia Somerset herself. She voiced Zelda in Breath of the Wild. I also had a picture taken, so it's around here. Yeah, it's actually nice to meet you. So, yeah, keep watching, folks. There's more to come. I am the Boxed, and I'm here with some rather interesting fellow YouTubers.
Well, we're here at Fan Expo. We're checking things out. We're keeping it together because there's a lot of havoc happening, and we're just doing our thing, man. You know, we save the internet. It's good.
From Wi-Fi City.
From Wi-Fi City. From the hater.
Let's fight for Wi-Fi City.
What do you got to say, Instagirl?
I like filters.
And she loves telling stories.
And you guys are the followers, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
We are the followers. The internet superhero team. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Yes. We're gonna make this. I knew about this 5 minutes ago, so we're gonna be working as we go ahead. So we're gonna have some fun with this. You guys can ask any questions you want. But let me tell you a little about my career, what I've been fortunate enough to do over the years. I worked for Lucasfilm, DC Comics, and Hasbro, and all that stuff. I am currently working on this amazing Spider-Man for Marvel Comics. How I got that job is I went to see Spider-Verse. I went to see Spider-Verse, and with my daughter, I was working on something for Hasbro, and my daughter said, "You have to go see. We have to go see it right now." And I'm like, "I'm working. There's no way I can go." So she sat on the couch and gave me the look. So then I was okay. I'll take you. So I went, and then I was blown away by it. And then after I was finished with it, I posted how much I loved that movie, how much it was really cool, and how much it was amazing to see. So Marvel saw that post and said, "Would you like to draw it?" And I was like, this is the coolest day ever. So I got the job, and I've been working on it ever since. DC wasn't too happy, but at the same time, it's an opportunity to draw Spider-Man, right? Like, who would say no to Spider-Man? Like, would you say no to Spider-Man? No, you wouldn't say no to Spider-Man. So I'm working on Spider-Man now, and I'm doing my first issue is issue number 18 of Amazing Spider-Man, which comes out ironically probably in about 3 weeks, right? So I did it pretty fast. I did it in about 4 weeks. So I went to see it about 6 weeks ago. I got the job. 4 weeks later, I did my first issue. Now I just signed on to do Friendly's Spider-Man. I'm going to do 3 issues of that. So it's pretty cool. But my other job, a lot of you don't know what I do, is I work for Hasbro Toys. I just told that a little bit. But I work on a line called The Avengers. So I do all the blister pack and design work for The Avengers. So I know pretty much what's going to happen in Avengers number 4. I signed a contract probably as thick as my leg to work on it. And it was the craziest thing ever. But let me explain something about how I got that job. I'm working for Hasbro for like 20 years. I did a lot of G.I. Joe package art, Transformers, all that jazz, all those different things. But I work with them all the time. So they sent me this email and they said, "You have to fly in and physically be in the building for this meeting." And I go, "Dude, I work with you guys every day." They go, "No, you have to physically be here." So I flew in, I go into this meeting. So remember, let's put it in perspective. This is about 2 months before Black Panther comes out. So imagine 2 months before Black Panther comes out, no Avengers 3 is out, and you know there's going to be another Avengers 4, right? So that's where we're sitting. So I'm sitting down. I have the guy who's working with me, who's the vice president of marketing. I have the vice president of the design group. I have an intern who's helping me with my stuff. They go, "Thank you for coming in, Ken." And he has a giant TV screen. He pushes the button on the TV screen and says, "These are all the characters that die in number 3. These are the characters that stay dead after number 3. And I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. And you know what I'm seeing, like, you know, characters like Spider-Man and Black. This is before Black Panther comes out, and I'm like, you can't kill Black Panther before he gets a movie. I mean, it's crazy. But it was an amazing opportunity to see how the movie plays out. So I spent 5 days working on designs for number 4, and I get to see all the concept work and all this other cool stuff, and piece together the story. Because I wasn't going to ask, but I was like, by the end of the 4th day, I was like, so this guy dies, this is what happens here, this is what happens here, and they were like, pretty good. But they have the whole story, and then they have about 60% of the story is told to each licensee holder. So that I knew enough to make the toys, and that's all I know. But it's enough to make you guys lose your minds. Let me just say that. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing I've ever worked on. So you can ask many questions, but I won't answer them, just so you understand. So, as far as drawing goes, I've been very fortunate to work for some great people over the course of my life. I worked for, as I said, for Hasbro. It's really cool to work for Marvel Comics, work for DC Comics. It's great to work in this place. So, any questions you want to ask, anything at all? Great. I'm black, in case you were wondering. That's true. That's true. So, anyway, as I was, one thing about drawing in general is I'm more of an X-Men guy. Everyone knows me as an X-Men guy, the Uncanny or X-Men Gold or whatever. But so getting a chance to draw Spider-Man was really different for me because I was like, oh, I never thought about it. I'd never get a chance to draw it. There's certain things in your life as career-wise, you go, well, I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to draw Doctor Strange. That's not going to happen. But then again, you never know, right? So when I get the chance to draw Spider-Man, it made me think about, the classic Spider-Man artist of all time. But what's cool about this issue, I'm going to tell you a little bit of insight. This book has a flashback sequence, so half the book takes place in the 60s. So I get to draw classic John Romita style Spider-Man, and it was sick as hell. It's so good. I know you have a look on your face, but it's crazy. It's more like you're retelling another story that happened before, and you get to see flashbacks of that story. So instead of them using the old art, they asked me to redraw it. So it's super cool. They were look through those John Romita books and get a chance to do it. And it was great because John Romita is such a classic artist that when you draw it in his style or that feel, you can't help but channel some of that stuff into your work, right? So hopefully I get as good as John Romita, which is, maybe so good. But that's how it is. Now, any other things you want to ask? I got nominated for an Emmy for the work I did for Fox Sports, which was really fun. Oh, here we go.
So, who would you say are your biggest influences for your style of art?
I think my biggest influence. I'm a huge John Byrne fan. Growing up, I was a John Byrne crazy. I have a John Byrne Conan on my wall that someone gave me, sucker. But I feel like it's completely. That's my favorite artist. Nowadays, I love Stuart Immonen is a supremely talented artist. Coppell is another guy. I don't know if that's how you say it. Jim Lee is a phenomenal artist. I tell you something. How I even got. I was working on Uncanny X-Men at the time, and I kept getting these comments from all the fans saying that I'm the Black Jim Lee, which is so bizarre. But I'll leave that alone. So I was getting all these. Oh, Ken Lashley, and so I get this email from a good friend of mine who works at DC. A good friend of mine works at DC, and he says Jim Lee would like to speak to you. Is it okay? And I go, that's weird. Sure. So they sent me this. This email, and I get this email from somebody else saying, "Hi, I'm Jimmy's assistant. Is it possible that, is there a time frame that Jimmy would like to speak to you?" And I was like, "Sure." So then I get this. So I get the time, and then Jim Lee calls an hour before that time. So they couldn't wait to speak to me, and then they offered me a chance to come to DC. But it's surreal to be on the phone talking to Jim Lee, and you're like, dude, this is so weird, right? So I know it was a great conversation, and we talked, and then I made that decision to come. That was 2 years ago. So it was a great opportunity. But let me tell you something else about how much I'm a fan I am. I'm a fan of all this stuff. I was doing a panel in New York City, and Jim Lee and I were doing a panel. So Jim Lee was sitting beside me, and I said to myself, when are you going to have an opportunity to sit next to Jim Lee at a show, and Jim Lee has to sit beside you for an hour and a half, and you can ask him any question you want, right? He has to sit there. So I leaned over to him, and he's like, hey, and I go, can I get a Batman drawing? And he's like, what? I said, and everyone's like, I leaned over. And he's like, what? I go, yes, you know what, come to think of it, I think I want a Wolverine. So I asked him Wolverine drawing, and he goes, and he's like laughing about it, but I'm dead serious because how many chances in your life are you going to get a chance to do this, right? So that's what I mean about being a fan. You question you want to ask me? Anything? Shoot.
Do you prefer digital or do you prefer the normal drawing?
You know, it really depends on what I'm working on. If I'm designing things, like say I'm working on some IPs, like say I designed. You ever heard of a G-Force cartoon, a Gotcha Man? Yeah, I'm designing the new version of that. So that's all digital. So it's gonna cool that. I'm also working on some cool stuff with this stuff called micro and dots, and then it's like so we're leaving that and then leave it alone. And that's all digital. So anything I do design work, I like to do digital because it's immediate and it's done and it's quick. So I have a nice antique at home, 27-inch HD, which is really cool. It's a beautiful piece of hardware, but it's just a piece of hardware. So I use that a lot, and I do that a lot. But I don't do a lot of comic work on a digital medium because I like the tactile nature of the paper. And you know, I like to have real things when it's done. You know, it's done, it's a real thing, right? So as opposed to doing it digital, I could do a phenomenal drawing of Spider-Man or whoever, and it's like it's only digital, and I print it out. That's not the same thing. Like, it has to be drawn on a sheet of paper where it's flawed, and you got to fight the paper a little bit to get what you want it to do. Like you've got to be able to do that. I think it also makes you a better artist if you do both. I think it's great to do it digitally, but I think you do a lot of cheating when you do it digitally because you're like, oh, I don't like that. Like, clean, select, size. You can do all kinds of stuff that in paper, it's done and it's permanent. And when you draw it in, and I also draw straight to ink. So I lay it all out, I do a red layout, and then once I finish the layout to a certain degree, I just take an ink and I just ink it straight. I just draw it. I don't have time. And I can do a book in. The fastest I've ever done a book was Expo number. I had one of the Expo issues, but that was 9 days. But the slowest, I usually do it in about 2 to 4 weeks on average, which makes me really, really fast. But if you think about it, Jack Kirby did 2 pages a day, 3 pages a day for an entire 3-year span. So you put it in perspective. You're fast, but you're not even close to being fast as some of the guys who've done it before. Like, it makes you feel bad about yourself. Like, I'm fast. I'm one of the fastest guys in the business. I can do a book in 9 days. They go, yeah, well, Jack Kirby created 700 pieces of artwork that year. And we're like, oh, okay, I'll just go back to my, whatever. Just doubles.
So you work at home?
I work at home.
How do you balance your work, family life, with trying to get enough hours in every day?
I have a door in my office. So I just go, hey, Dad's in here. And my kids know that when my door is closed and I'm working, right? But they don't care, really. But also I love being at home because I can go, oh, it's on my home, it's just right down the hall. I'm never late for work. But I may show up a little smelly sometimes, to be honest. I also, because you work at home, you feel like it's like a thing. Like you can't watch TV knowing that it's upstairs waiting for you. I can't go upstairs and it's waiting for me. Do you know what I mean? Like my brain, I'm at that point in my life where it's always waiting for me, no matter what it is. And even if I have a job to do, it's what about the stuff you have in development? What about the design work you need to do? What about your mystery boxes? What about your T-shirt? I mean, you're always surrounded by your work if you don't have a place to go, which is fine. It's great, but it's a trade-off. I had a studio outside the home for a lot of years. I had it for like 15 years. I had a studio, and it was great to have it, like to be able to leave the house like a human being, clothe yourself, bathe, you go out, like do those things. But at the same time, it's middle of the night and you want to work, and you forgot something. I was in Toronto, so my studio was in Toronto, and I lived in Burlington, which is a 45-minute drive. So it's like an hour to get there. Bad weather, you look out the window. I don't want to go. Jimmy, like those kinds of things. When it's bad weather, I go, I'm going down the hall, so I'm good. I had a crazy studio at home. I had a top floor studio with like a skylight in it and all that seating area. And then my daughter goes, "Oh, this would make an amazing room." And now that's her room. And I have all this stuff in the smallest room in the house, but it's actually made me pare down. And I have some crazy collectibles. Okay, what's the worst purchase you ever made at a show? Anybody here want to share with us? Okay, I'll share mine. I was in Toronto and I saw this thing and I go, oh my God, I would love to have that in my house. That would be sick, right? I make good money. I'm gonna buy something stupid. So I went and I had this thing in my house. My wife was like, oh my God, what is that? I go, it's a life-size Silver Surfer. Every man should have life-size Silver Surfer with the board in my house.
What's the problem?
I want an R2D2 unit, but I think I'm pushing my luck. I think that's as far I'll push my luck.
Trade it.
Want to ask questions? No? Shoot. I was going to draw something, but I think we're asking questions. Do it. Hey.
What makes a good comic script writer versus a bad comic script writer?
You know what? That's a phenomenal question. And you know what? I'll tell you the difference. When you work with a writer who has any respect for what you do, it's an amazing thing. Most writers don't have any respect for how long it takes to draw this stuff. Like when you say something like miles and miles of corpses chasing after your villain, you're like, I got a family. And I'd be like, why do I have to spend? And then the colorist goes, hell, I ain't coloring all that. It's gray. And I'd be like, it's just what happens. Like you have to be mindful of the deadlines. You got to be mindful. It's amazing when. And okay, I'm gonna tell you a real world problem. And you think about this. If you have a writer who writes anything 6 panels per page, right? And you go, okay, that's cool. 6 panels per page. You do 20 book, right? 20 book. So how many panels is that? Right? You're doing 6 times 10. That's 120 panels, right? That if they on average do 6 panels per page, it seems like not very much, but it's a lot. Now you have a writer who goes, this page has 3. This one has a splash page. This one has 9. This one has, and you find out you're roughly about 90. You've actually cut your deadline by a week by just having enough respect for the people around you to maybe write it in a more succinct way that I can get it done. Sometimes I read scripts and I go, oh my god, like how is this going to get done? Like I guarantee the reason why I got the Spider-Man gig is because no other artist wanted to do it. No, seriously. Oh, we have half the book is in flashbacks of the 1970s of one of the best comic book artists of all time, Jeremy Romita Jr., and you have to channel his way he draws for half the book. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do silhouettes. I want to do black suit Spider-Man. I mean, like that's what you want to do, right? Who wants to draw the webs? I don't want to draw the webs. But that's part of the job, right? It's part of the job. But a good writer will give you things, you know your strengths and your weaknesses. Like, I have strengths and weaknesses. There's some things I draw better than others. A good writer will know what those are and give me something I want to draw. Like, nothing's worse than talking heads for 20 pages. I mean, like, come on. After so many talking head pages, you guys are falling asleep. Right? So we need to have a little bit more action. There's no action in comics anymore. There's no fights in comics anymore. People just talking. Right? I remember comics were like, oh, this guy's fighting this guy. So they don't do that anymore. Like I remember when I left X-Men, I told somebody, I said, you know what? I did it for 12 issues. I drew Nightcrawler teleporting once. Think about that. He's in the book. He's a main character in the book. I mean, when I was a kid, he teleported every 2 pages. He was going to the bathroom, teleport. And you would teleport to the bathroom if you could. We all would.
I teleport everywhere.
I would definitely teleport to the bathroom. So any other questions you want to ask me? Let's do this. Shoot.
Okay, what would you like to work on that you have not yet done?
Start prepping.
What would you like to work on that you have not yet done?
What would I like to work on that I haven't worked on before? Well, this is where the mic is. What have I worked on that I haven't worked before? Wow. I'm old, so I've worked on a lot of stuff. So, I would love to draw a Colossus mini-series. I don't know. I just love Colossus. That's my favorite character. So I don't draw. If you notice, every time I draw Colossus, he's bigger than he should be. He's like, it's Colossus on these other people. That's what every time I draw him. And he's big, so he's supposed to be in the background, but he filled up the whole background. I think Colossus was my favorite character. So anything Colossus related. And Spider-Man, I've done a lot of it, so I think, that would be it. Maybe Silver Surfer. So there's a trend there, there's a theme. Anybody want to ask me more questions? Nothing at all? Should I draw something? Fair enough. I am an artist, I guess. Any ideas, any guesses? Anybody? Should I draw something? Fair enough. You think you're cute. I know what you are, though. That's fine. Okay, so Silver Surfer? Or something else? Or what I'm known for? What? Colossus? Okay. Okay. Bend my arm behind my back. You guys could ask me questions all day about it.
do a cover, do you do just one or do you do several? And how do you come? How's the decision made which one they're going to use if you do more than one?
When I do covers, I'm old enough to be smart with these guys. Most of the editors I work with can't draw. So what I do is if they ask me for a couple sketches, I'll do 3 really bad sketches. And then I'll do one really good one. And that's the one they pick. Right? That's what you do, right? You're like, why give them options, right? You're like, oh, look at this. I'll be like, oh, let's do this. And honestly, I'll do like, yeah, Colossus is like standing here. And it's like his foot, and then and then this other, and then we do this one, and I make it real small, and then I'll do one like, and this guy's here, and they go, oh, let's make this one, man. And I go, thanks, thanks, man, I appreciate that. Thanks for being part of the process, right? Or sometimes, I mean, I love it when you just do it on your own, and they go, okay, just go ahead and do it. Sometimes I've even had a couple of editors go, we can't pick. You choose. And I go, well, you send me your check. Just give me your check for the week. I'm done. Question last? Quick ones. I mean, come on, let's do this.
So I've talked to some comic shop owners, and they say that the run on comics is numbers produced is getting quite low. Is that true? Like, compared to the 80s and 90s, it wasn't obvious. That's a big factor. Profession and comic book profession. So what are the challenges there? Is that true?
That's an interesting question. It's kind of I thought about how to answer that. I mean, it's the nature of this business is it is what it is, right? There's so much competition. When I was a kid, there was no binge watching TV shows. There was no, my kids, now I take them to a comic book store, they're looking for things that they recognize from shows that they watch as opposed to just enjoying a comic book for what it is, right? So we're in a different world now where you're competing with different mediums all the time, so, iPads didn't exist when I was a kid. You just had to, you had to amuse yourself. Do you know what I mean? And I find imagination is not what it used to be. Like, people like to be told things as opposed to shown things. I mean, so I think it's comics will always suffer in those mediums because they're, we move, and it's an evolution. People say, oh, but comic books, like what's cartoon series or comic books? I mean, this is the source material. I mean, and I think in general, one of the things I get offended about the most is when you watch a superhero movie and it does $1 billion at the box office, and they go on their extra features on the DVD and act like they created that stuff on their own, as opposed to saying, this is a comic book that we saw that came out in the 70s, and we love that story, and this is the original material, and this is where it came from. And I think that would help the comic business, where people would be truthful about where it came from. Do you know what I mean? When you watch a movie like Infinity War, they have the Infinity War issues are in the extra features, but they don't mention the artist's name who created that. I mean, you're casting these people based on the artwork that's made in the comic books in the first place, right? So give it some respect. That's all. I think that would go a long way. Sell comics and movies. I mean, oh, you like that awesome Silver Surfer movie? Why not? Here's the comic that came from. I mean, that's cool. I think we should build the products together as opposed to apart. Does that make sense? That's what I always think of that. I always think it's weird that a lot of people like who go see these movies don't even realize that, you know, Men in Black was actually a comic. Do you know what I mean? They have no idea it was a comic. Or they go, I don't know, I don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? Or I've never heard of that. And you go, really? Road to Perdition is a comic. I mean, like these things are comic books. So that's what I mean. You need to, instead of them, like a guy who, no offense, that's great actors, if you're acting in a superhero movie, you should not be more famous than the guy who draws the book. That's what I think. I mean, if you created it, Jesus, have a little respect as well. I guess that's another term we should stop saying, little respect, because that's what you're getting. You want more respect. Don't say, oh, I want a little respect. That's what you're getting. You want more recognition for the work that you do. It's tough. You know what I mean? Like you see, you know, a lot of the people getting like Steve Ditko and what he created, and you know, Stanley. It's amazing. It's amazing. Also, the times now are different. I'll tell you something else. I think the biggest problem with comics is the runs of comics that people do now. When you like a comic book, you like it for 2 issues, and they change the creative team. And you're like, oh, I love this book, and 3 issues later, it's a different guys. You know, I think they're so afraid of what happened with the image when the image started that they're afraid to make superstars. So they try to, you know, oh, we want to make sure it comes out on time, which is code for we don't want to make any one artist or creator bigger than the brand that they work on. So you're never going to see 5-year runs on comics anymore. You're not going to see 2-year runs on comics. You're not going to see a 12-issue run on comics. You're going to see 3 issues. 3 issues, move on to the next 3 issues, on to the next. You know? So you're that's what the biggest problem with it. When I did X-Men Gold, people were complaining about it constantly. Like when you do the issues, they sell, then it falls off when you're not doing it. I said, well, there's your answer. You know what I mean? If you want Humberto Ramos to draw the book, then let Humberto Ramos draw the book. You know what I mean? Like it's just pretty simple, right? But you can't. But imagine that Exodus when they performed the image really changed the business. Everyone after that point was afraid to make a superstar. Because a superstar can leave at any moment. They're not beholden to you. So that's the base of the business. Maybe in the 60s you were so happy to work at Marvel for 20 years. So that is not anymore. That's really what's changed the business. If they said to me, well, you know, you're gonna work for 20 years at a company, most guys would love to do it. But you know it's in and out, right? So that's an interesting business. That's a cryptic way to end this, but that's terrible. But ask me a colorful question, like what's my favorite color? Orange. Anything else? No questions?
I do.
Go ahead, man.
What has been your biggest challenge professionally?
Whoa. My biggest challenge professionally, not cussing people out. Like not taking everything so personal, and I'll be honest with you, my biggest thing that I stopped doing for my own self-preservation, because I'm not mature enough to read them, is my reviews of my work. I stopped reading them about 15 years ago. Because it's so irrelevant to what I do every day, and it's just mean-spirited. People would tag me in negative posts. So I'd be like, oh, here's someone tagged a review of my work. Well, Ken Lashley loved it. Oh, this is negative. Like, not what I expected, but that's what I mean. Like it is what it is. So I don't read those things because they make me, like I could read 100 nice things and one bad thing and I'm ticked off. Because I worked so hard on that. I worked for 9 days slaving my guts out to do a book for this, and this is what I get in return, right? So I don't read reviews because it's not about my work anymore. So I don't do that. And that's for all my own self-good and my people around me. So I definitely don't do that. But that's really for me. And so even when people say nice things, I say, thank you. People say negative things, I go, thank you. It doesn't matter, you know, what people say about one way or the other. But that's one of my biggest challenges was there was a time, because of the image, guys, I wanted to be famous. Do you know what I mean? That silly thing when you're young, I want to be famous. And then when I realized I wasn't going to be famous the way those guys were famous, I said, well, let's just be the best artist I can be. And then I became popular. And then I was like, I don't care. You know, because it doesn't matter. Like, it's fleeting. It's like, wow, what we do, right? So be the best artist you can be and the rest will work itself out. Because you can't control it anyway. Just be the best you can be. Anything else you want to ask? Shoot. I love your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. When you're drawing something like this, do you get to pick the colors you want, or do you just leave it to the colorist?
All right, so now that's a really interesting question. I just got a bunch of colors files for like literally 10 minutes ago from the artist who coloring Spider-Man. I give no notes, even if I hate it. You know why? Because they're a professional, I'm a professional. Leave it at that, right? Because if you start nitpicking every single thing that you do and everything, people don't want to work with you. If you're going to be like, this guy's hustling. Remember, we're in a crunch deadline, and he's trying to get the pages in, and he does this great work. I mean, to color a book, I mean, there's pages I finished on Wednesday that are fully colored already. That's crazy, right? So it's amazing. So I'm not going to go back and say, yeah, well, that orange is wrong, and that should be more brown, and that should be a different type of blue. I was thinking turquoise. No, I'm not that guy. Who cares? I mean, it's done. Let's get on with it, right? You've got to be professional. Everyone's got to be professional. I mean, I love everything that's done. So whatever. But that's the business. You just, he doesn't love everything he's coloring. So it's like it works out for everybody. You can't be that guy. If it's for your own stuff, sure. But if it's for a business where everyone's trying to get it done, whatever. Get on with it. Stop being difficult. Shoot, anybody else want to ask a question? Are you sure? I see you guys whispering over there. You want to ask me a question? She didn't know what Men in Black was, right? Men in Black? Anything else? Are you sure? How did I get my start? I went to a comic convention in Toronto. I showed my work, and a guy took it to New York. This is the 90s, so don't quote me on this. And because I'm only 24. And then he took my stuff to New York City, and I got hired to draw a book called Excalibur. And then that was my first job. And I didn't realize that drawing in the X-Men office would change your life. Like, there's certain things that you work on that just change your life. So my first job was an X-Men job. And I was like, oh, okay. And there are people who work their whole lives who never get a chance to work on the X-Men. And I was like 23, right? So I instantly went to a show thinking, oh, this is great. And I had enemies everywhere. Everybody looked that side look of like, there's that guy who's drawing the X-Men. It's not really X-Men, it's Excalibur. You should know that. That's the kind of stuff that happens. Then I worked there for a long time, and then I went to DC and I did Superman, then I did The Flash, the JLA, and then I came back, and Marvel said you should come back, and then I did X-Men, and that was my dream job was to draw X-Men. I did X-Men for a couple of years, and X-Men Gold, and then DC said this relaunch Milestone. I went back to DC, and then I wanted to draw Spider-Man, so I went back to Marvel. I just go back and forth. 6 months from now, I'll be back. That's how it works, right? You want to do cool jobs. That's how it works. Anything else? Want to ask me a question? Shoot. So what? Hey, I can't really hear. It's kind of loud out here, man.
Would you ever mainly stick to comic books, or would you ever transition into animation?
It's funny you should say. I do animation work now. I designed a TV show called Carl Squared. Remember that TV show Carl Squared? A few years ago, I designed that show. Beast Machines, I designed that. I do a lot of work. Transformers. I designed. Don't hold us against me. The G.I. Joe movie. I designed the first one. Transformers movie. You know that snake beast that goes through the buildings in the second Transformers movie? I designed that. I do a lot of design work for Hasbro. So anything Hasbro related, I'm pretty much their go-to artist for design. So I do a lot of design work. That's behind the scenes. So when G.I. Joe first became a movie, they came to me, there were ideas they wanted to make a movie. And they came to me and asked me if I would make the design pack. Design packs are the packs that, okay, I'm thinking about making an X-Men movie, what would it look like? So they come to artists and they ask artists to make design packs, and they make design. So then a studio would look at it and say, yes, that sounds plausible, and then they give them a green light and go. But those design packs are very important, that no one ever sees that work. So I did that for G.I. Joe and Transformers. So that's how actually G.I. Joe got off the ground, was I did a design pack of this is what a G.I. Joe movie would look like. And I put my Transformers actually took some of my posing and he put it right into the movie. So it's pretty cool. Okay, I mean, the last shot of him standing on, and as Transformers in the first movie, we standing on the hill at the end of the movie, that's right out of my design pack. So I was like, hey, that's cool, right? So So that's kind of stuff that happens. So I do a lot of animation work. I'm designing. I work for Nelvana Animation Studio, Rollbots. I worked on Rollbots, the storyboard artist for that. Yeah, I did a lot of storyboard work, a lot of animation work, key design stuff, mostly key design. So and I'm working with Japanese studios and some stuff now. So, anything else want to ask me questions? Uh-oh. The long walk. It's gonna be a good question, I can tell. Hello.
My daughter,
Hello, my daughter. Oh, okay.
she's really into art, and
Yeah.
I was just wondering, like, how many years did it take for you to actually start making decent money?
That's a great question, Mom. That's a great question. That's a great mom question. Let me put it to you in perspective. I was 23, my first job at Marvel, right? And my parents always did well for themselves, but after 3 months in the business, I was making twice what they made, right? So just put that in perspective. I've done well for myself. I got a couple homes here and there. I got a place in Florida, a couple houses, live on the lake. I'm doing all right. What I'm saying is that in the end, it's not really about that. Each person's journey is completely different. It's not like there's a set amount of time you put in and then all of a sudden you get a job. Literally, the moment I got hired, the job that I got hired made me $100 grand a year. That was the first job, right? So, and I've tripled, quadrupled that since then, right? So, and I'm being honest with you, that's just truth, right? And I do all the packaging for X-Men Legends and those pieces of artwork. I do them every month. There's a certain amount of money per package, and you do 40 in a month. And there's lots of different things to do. So you can make, if you're hustling, you do whatever you can, if you're smart about it, it's a very, very lucrative career. It's tough. It's not easy, but I mean, I get the chance in my studio, on my desk right now, I'm doing design packs for 3 different brands at Hasbro. I'm drawing Spider-Man, and I'm also getting to do my own stuff. I have 2 properties of my own that are in development at Nickelodeon. Right, so it's fun, and it's a lot of hard work. But my wife hasn't had a job in 6 years. My kids get to travel with me. I have my daughters with me this weekend. I mean, these are the benefits of doing that stuff, right? But I understand what that question's about, and there are artists. I mean, there are those kinds of people. But if she's a hustler and she wants to make the money is being there for her. But you just got to do it, And that's just like any other job. You maybe, I want to open a restaurant. There's restaurants fail, but there's ones that make a lot of money, right? So you have to. That's really the truth. It's up to the individual. Any other questions? Any bad questions? That's a great question. So that's it. I think my time is just about up. Anyone, you can ask one more question if you want to. Anybody want to ask? Nothing? Are we good? Oh, here we go.
What do you think is your best work?
What is my best work? I haven't done it yet. But I think it's weird what I'm popular for is my least favorite stuff. Like when I first got Excalibur, I didn't like drawing Nightcrawler, but I draw Nightcrawler all the time now. So I have to figure that out. But I think I'm a Star Wars guy through and through, so I think my favorite piece of artwork was, I'll tell you a story. This is my favorite art story. I was working for Lucasfilm, and Lucasfilm asked me to do some illustrations for their style guide. The style guide is a book that they give to every person who makes licensed products, sort of like, these are the images you can use to make your products worldwide. That's all. These are the approved images. So I did this Darth Vader with a lightsaber like jumping to the side, and you've seen it at 1,000 pieces. And what happened was, I did this drawing for the style guide book, and then Lucasfilm sent me an email saying that this one image has been downloaded by every single licensor they've had because they want to use it for different things. So they were like a bit shocked that they looked at the whole book and kept picking the same image. Like, this is the one I want to make my bed sheets. 17 again, the movie 17 again, the guys, the sheets, that's my artwork. So I was like, it's cool to see it. So it's like, when you see it's on bed sheets and pillowcases, and when I was coming here, a kid had it on the Samsonite luggage. It's just crazy, right? It's everywhere. And then kids wearing t-shirts with my artwork on it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I realized I'm a big black guy and he doesn't know me. So I have to be careful. So I mean, so it's always this weird things. But I mean, I think that one image from Lucasfilm is probably my favorite piece because of how many places it was used. And what it meant for my legacy. But let me tell you how it came to be. I did the drawing. It was cool. Lucasfilm invited me to a special panel at San Diego Comic-Con. I get into the panel, and they're on the stage, and Lucasfilm points at me like, "Thanks for coming." And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Okay." And this is before episode 6 comes out. So they go, "Okay, everybody, thank you for coming. We're gonna announce the name of the movie." Okay, so everyone's, CNN's there, all these things, everyone's just like 5,000 people there. I'm sitting in the second row. They pointed me to sit right here, and then they go, "And now what you came here for?" Hayden Christensen comes out. It's really cool. It's like he's surprised kids. Everyone goes crazy. I'm sitting there going, "That's cool." And then they put my artwork, that one Darth Vader, on all the screens in the room. And I was like, and they go, "Revenge of the Sith." And I was like, I got a headache right away. And I was like, holy crap balls, right? Like I was like, and I nearly, I was like crazy. And of course my friend's with me. He goes, "Oh my God, that's your artwork. And you look, how cool is that?" And of course everybody around hears them say that, and they go, "Are you the guy that drew that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Hey, can you sign my back, sign my forehead?" And I was like, "What?" It was a weird experience, but that was the first time. But I hadn't been down to the floor yet. So when I went down to the Comic-Con floor, Lucasfilm had taken the drawings and blew them to 40 feet, and they were all around the booth. And it was crazy. So that was probably my most, for me, it was a guy who loved Star Wars as a kid. That was probably my favorite piece. That's definitely going into my no-cell in my archives in my house. But I think that's it, I think we're over 45. Is that, what time is it now? I think we're done. Thanks a lot, I appreciate everything, and I didn't do enough drawing. Thanks, appreciate it. You guys are sweet.
You do not.
So the way we're going to do this is we're going to take suggestions from you guys, the audience, and Alex has helped me work out how to do this. We're going to have everybody raise their hands. We're going to pick 2 people, and then we're going to vote on the 2 suggestions that those people give us. So first things first, we're going to pick a character. Alex, you want to pick 2 people from the audience that have their hands up?
Okay.
At random.
Pick 2. Better hurry up.
Hey.
That person?
Okay. And who's the other one? This little guy right here? Okay. What character?
This young man right here.
Beast Boy.
Okay, we've got a Beast Boy and
Boy or
Raven. Okay. So now the audience picks. So raise your hands if you want to see them draw Beast Boy.
All right. Well, better showing than expected. All right, Beast Boy. Who wants Raven?
Hands up for Raven. All right, I think we've got Raven. So now we're going to pick a situation that Raven's going to be in. I feel like I have to at least pick this woman, and Alex, pick the next one.
Raise your hand if you want to be picked.
It's just me. Just close your eyes and pick. Guy in the orange shirt.
So it's you. No, you. You're the guy.
Yeah.
The shirt's orange.
Man, situation.
You dress yourself.
Performing a Shakespearean play and what? Trigon taking over Raven. Okay. All right. Hands up for Shakespearean play. Okay. Good effort, sir. Okay.
So wait, who won?
It's going to be Raven during a Shakespearean play.
Wait, we didn't vote on Trigon, did we?
Everybody put their hands up for the play.
I didn't.
Was I here?
You lost. You lost, Arthur.
Raise your hands if you want to see Trigon taking over Raven.
Dad, you lost. You lost, Dad.
Yeah, you lost.
Pretty much already lost.
I'm wondering if this is what it was like for my dad growing up in a house with me and my mom. All right, we're going to give you guys 15 minutes. Everybody, start your pencils. On your marks. Get set. Go. All right, so part
This was that one in Australia we did. I had to do sexy plant people.
Yeah, Frank Joe won that one. Surprise.
He didn't. I won that one.
Oh, that's right, because he cheated.
He cheated.
Totally cheated. Because he drew Swamp Thing looking at Playboy.
Swamp Thing looking at, it was play plan.
Yeah, play plan.
Once again, I have questions.
Right. It's Frank.
All right, time's up.
Although you're not you're supposed to say Doric instead of Yorick, like dork, but I don't think it reads that way. No.
I think that's amazing.
No, but I mean, how do you? It's upside down. Artist.
It's alive.
That's amazing.
Joyce is better. Damn it. Well.
yours is way cuter.
All right, want to draw a winner?
Yeah, I know. I like that one time I won.
You guys want to vote? All right, hands up for Arthur Adams.
Arthur!
No, it's not looking good. Whatever.
Hands up for Joyce Chin.
Yeah.
You guys want to give him a couple more characters? Hands up if you have a suggestion.
Oh, now that lady has a suggestion over there. She's very eager about her suggestion.
Who was your suggestion, my dear? Wonder Woman. And
Thor.
in the hat, Thor. All right.
Thor.
Wonder Thor.
Hands up for Wonder Woman. Oh, this is going to be pretty even. Hands up for Thor.
I want both.
I'm leaning Thor. All right. Give me some situations here. Sir. Taking the bus. Ma'am. All right. Hands up for taking the bus.
You didn't raise your hand for your own suggestion? He's like, the baby wants more.
It's Canada. He's too polite. Hands up for babysitting. Everybody wants to see Thor babysitting. All right. You guys have 15 minutes. On your marks. Get set. Go. All right. Well, first we got to show the drawings. I don't know how to come out.
I can work.
It does? I don't know.
Well, let's see. Joyce went last time, so Joyce was going to show first.
You did. Nobody gets that. Well, so Thor was a frog for a while.
That's amazing. I don't know what's going on with it.
There's like a seed.
Button.
No, there was a whole storyline where Thor became a frog.
So there's a button on the bottom that says lamp.
Yeah?
Hit it.
It says upper baseball.
Yeah, try that. Hold on. There we go. There. Okay, perfect. Ta-da.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yes, and now so do they. This is not my job.
And Arthur's is really cute.
Oh my god, I want that. That's amazing. That's absolutely fantastic. We have time for one more. Okay. Okay. Hands up. Sir. What? Character suggestion. Crypto the super dog. Okay. And huh?
So
Lion cat or crypto?
Huh?
Did you say lion cat?
Lion cat?
Oh, lion cat.
So we're doing cats or dogs?
Right.
Everybody for dog. Everybody for cat. I don't know. It's like
Hey, dogs.
Doggy!
Be serious, man. Let's have serious dogs.
dogs.
Doggy!
Yeah,
Doggy!
Cat time.
Okay,
It
it's
looks like
dogs.
dogs.
All right, so we've got crypto the
Dogs
super
by a
dog.
whisker.
He's really quick to deploy the dad joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. At the last one, we had rabbits by a hair, so yeah, I can hang. Okay, give me a situation for crypto. What you got?
lost in space.
Lost in space and Eating a hot dog. Okay, so hands up for Lost in Space. Hands up for eating a hot dog.
That's close, isn't it?
Let's try this again. Hands up for Lost in Space.
I will not endorse dog or canine cannibalism.
All right, hands up for hot dog.
I'm going Lost in Space.
You think?
Going Lost in Space.
I think we're Lost in Space. What did you vote for, Alex?
Lost in space.
Well, that seals it. All right,
So Crypto the Super Dog.
Lost in Space.
Lost in Space.
Yeah.
Right. But it's fun to say Winnipeg.
Yes. All right, guys.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, pop them up on the elbow here. That's awesome.
Crypto Lost in Space.
That's fabulous. All right, Joyce.
Just really quick.
All right.
I am the Boxing Award winning and and I ran into a fellow YouTuber friend of mine.
Hello! My YouTube name is Umnoth. It's spelled UMMMNOTH. It's a really old account, but it's around. Oh.
And I'm still here, folks. So stay tuned, folks. Well, Sunny is not the only fellow YouTuber I've run into here. Look who else I've run into. The autistic chef himself, David Leahy.
What's up, folks? I'm here all day, most of the day. Lindsay and Willow have been just walking around all day, getting autographs and everything. Been a hell of a fun day. So there you go. It's been great, enjoyable. I'm relaxed as all hell. It's been good. I'm nerding out all day. Carrie Ells, really cool. Pam Anderson, she's actually really nice, actually, surprisingly. Met Todd, really cool. George Takei, awesome, fucking awesome guy. Got to meet Billy D. Williams, nice guy, really cool. So it's been good, meeting everyone so far. Hopefully better next year, hopefully. All right, you good?
I said, ladies and gentlemen, Avengers, Expo Theater 1, where are you?
Over here.
Please welcome to the stage for Improv Against Humanity, your own personalized show, Mr. Daniel John.
Hey, thank you very much. Perfect. Well, thanks all of you for coming here. Now, before we meet our players, let's first give a big round of applause to the amazing staff and volunteers here at Fan Expo for taking such good care of us. And keep your applause going, because here comes your comedians. Grab the mic, grab the mic. Hello. We will share mics. This is going to be a tripping hazard in about 10 minutes. Yay! But for the first 10 minutes, it's going to be fun with this crew. Very quickly, from myself all the way down, let's introduce ourselves, and let's share where we're from. We're all one big family. Where are we from? My name is Daniel. I am also from Surrey. Woo! Excellent.
Like from now or from?
From.
I'm Tia and I'm from Port Sydney, Ontario.
Ontario's have ports?
No.
My name is VJ and I'm from Scarborough, Ontario.
Whoa!
Hello everyone, my name is Kai. I am from right here in Vancouver.
Hi everybody, my name is Claire and I'm from Ladner.
Hey everybody, I'm Bradley Duffy and I'm from Lethbridge, Alberta. Woo! Yeah, call ourselves lesbians. Hi everybody, I'm Graham Duffy, of no relation to Bradley Duffy, and I'm from the West End.
West End! There we go. Now, here we go. Not gonna lie, this is the first time we've ever had a kid play this game, so it's gonna be great. There we go. We've been doing the yeah, here's one of those. That one's free. There we go. All right, so audience and players, welcome. It's always a pleasure to meet the Queen and the Princess. Now, here's how this works. Each one of you will get a chance to be the card czar during Cards Against Humanity. That means that each one of you will get a chance to read a black card into this microphone, and when that happens, the rest of you, you will have 5 seconds to decide which white card best fits the black card. Now, if you are the card czar, if you are the judge, do not put in a card as you are judging. And the rest of you, again, 5 seconds. And audience, we need to let them know that they only have 5 seconds to make their decision by doing the Humanity Countdown. So, players, let's teach our audience, those who are new, how the Humanity Countdown goes. We count from 5 down to 1, and then we all do the Humanity hands, reverse wrap the hands, and the yellow Humanity. There we go. Let's practice that all together from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Humanity! Perfect, there we go. Now, to start us off, we are going to meet our first card czar, which is over here. I may ask the Queen, but we may ask the Princess. Catherine, you're going to be the judge for this round, so you will not need to put in a card. But instead, Catherine, you get to decide this. My Queen, could one of you read this out into the microphone? You're so shy. The card is, what's my secret power? Let's find out what the princess's secret power is in 5, 4, and here. 3, 2, 1, Humanity! There we go.
Yes. Thank you. What's my secret power? Grunting for 10 minutes and then peeing sand.
What's my secret power? Crushing the patriarchy.
Yes. Yeah! Woo! What's my secret power? Real cheese flavor.
What's my secret powder? Power?
Powder!
My secret powder is, what's my secret power? Scrotal frostbite.
Hey, what's my secret power? Wearing underwear inside out to avoid doing laundry.
Perfect, excellent. Now, audience, if you were a new Marvel superhero and you had to choose one of these powers, which one would it be?
Scrotal frostbite!
Frostbite! Already experience it all the time. But what superpower, if she could choose one, would she choose? So we're all looking, which makes it simple. Oh, is there one from out of these cards? Yes. Her secret power would be the power to talk to animals. Of course.
Or wearing underwear inside out. Real cheese. Scrotal frostbite. Cheese flavor, crushing the patriarchy, obviously. Or grunting for 10 minutes.
You know what? I'm going to call an audible. Because she is a modern princess, we're going to crush the patriarchy. Thank you very much. Here we go.
The scroll of frostbite would have been so wonderful.
Hi.
Hi, Karen.
I just got this new juicer.
Oh my god, that's amazing! What are you gonna do?
It's incredible. You can put anything into it and it will just pulverize it.
What are you gonna put in there first?
I was thinking an orange.
An orange or the patriarchy?
Whoa!
Let's pulverize the patriarchy!
Are you tired?
Couldn't help but overhear you guys talking. I was just coming from my male rights meeting.
Oh, that's a good idea!
It's a blender. You guys need me to explain this to you, right?
Straight in there, that would be good for us.
Would you like a glass?
I would! Perfect! Iron is so low.
I know!
Oh, here we go. Cheers!
Cheers! Refreshing!
It is refreshing. refreshing. It's quite flavorful. Do you want to open up a juice shop?
Oh my god.
Let's do it. Let's do it. It would be called the Juice of Mankind.
Okay, that's enough of that. We solved patriarchy here, no? Perfect, thank you so much. Now, let's move on now to card number 2. Hello, who are you, where are you from, and what's the next card?
This is Patrick, and I'm from Richmond.
Good job.
Air Canada guidelines now prohibit blank on airplanes.
Perfect. Let's find out what we are prohibiting on Air Canada in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Humanity!
Air Canada guidelines now prohibit the governments on airplanes.
I can hear you.
Air Canada guidelines now prohibit salsa night at Dave's Cantina on airplanes.
Air Canada guidelines now prohibit shapes and colors on airplanes.
Air Canada guidelines now prohibit the gravity gun on airplanes.
Makes sense. Now, Air Canada guidelines now prohibit your weird brother on airplanes.
Damn it, I'm bland.
Now, audience, if you were the CEO of Air Canada, what would you like to ban?
The government!
Wow. I agree. But all the way from Richmond, if you were in charge of Air Canada, what are you banning?
Shapes and colors.
There we go. Let's ban some shapes and colors. Here we go.
Your attention passengers, this is your captain, Daniel Rosenau, up here in the flight deck. Of course, we used to call it a cockpit. Now we don't. At some point in the last 10 years, we stopped calling it a cockpit and nobody noticed. Our estimated time of arrival in Calgary will be 3:25 p.m. It's cold there.
Do you think they'll ever explain why the lights aren't on? Not in the plane? I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, we got this flight at a discount. There should... But, hey, you're all about the deals there, honey.
I haven't found a seat yet. The plane's off and I haven't assigned my seat.
Just remember to fasten your seat belts.
Come on!
The flight attendants will be coming around to make sure nobody has brought any contraband onto the plane, such as a triangle or a rhombus.
Oh, stick your hand up. Stick your hand up. You have a question.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Where's that flight attendant?
Hi, hello.
Yes, hi. Where are you? I can't see you. The lights are off.
Oh, sorry. I'm right over here.
Oh, hello. Yes.
Hi, hello.
There's a man here who does not have a seat.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You're going to have to leave the plane.
In mid-flight?
Yes, unfortunately, I received a memo from your ex that you are a huge square.
Well, I'm gonna get off that plane anyways.
Are you guys comfortable opening up the emergency exit?
Hold on. Cut to where he lands.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to Trail.
Okay, there we go. That's all I need to say. Thank you, players. Excellent. Moving on now to our third cards are. Hello. Who are you? Where are you from? And what's the next card?
I'm Catley. I'm from Ottawa. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night for blank.
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to be shapes and colors. Oh, by the way, just a reminder, always have 7 white cards at all times, including you, princess. So, here we go. 7 white cards. We're up all night for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Humanity! Usually I'm up all night for about 5 anyways. Am I right? So?
I'm going for 5.
She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night for my relationship status.
She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night for firm buttocks.
Same.
She's up all night for good fun. I'm all night for a dollop of sour cream.
She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night for Dad's famous chili.
She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night for placenta.
That almost sounded like placenta.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He sees you when you're sleeping.
Audience, we're about to be up all night for what? All the way from Ottawa. What is keeping you up all night?
Firm buttocks.
Firm buttocks. Firm buttocks. Maybe on Santa. We'll find out. Here we go. Firm buttocks.
One. Janelle, stop counting. You're stressing me out.
I'm trying to help you.
Okay, but this is not going to help me achieve my firm buttocks, okay?
Okay, should I exaggerate?
Yes.
Okay.
12. How many was that?
12.
12. They feel it. Is it firm yet? Is it firm?
You go for it.
You can.
Knock.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Janelle, it's me, the landlord.
What do you? Hi. You have to give me 24 hours notice.
Yeah, I'm getting complaints. It's 4 a.m.
Well,
You're squatting too loud at 4 a.m. The people upstairs are mad and the people downstairs and both sides are mad. So can you stop the squat noise?
Hey, listen, sir. We're running a solo gym in here.
I understand.
yeah, we're running a business from our apartment, okay?
This is a 1960s 3-story walk-up.
You look like you could use some toning.
What? That's kind of, you're body shaming me. I don't like that.
No, I'm just saying, come on in.
I'm fine the way I am.
No, come on in, Sven.
First session's free.
Squat in silence.
Okay, I'll try and do it quiet. I can't!
31.
Yeah! It's so good!
I think it's time for a shake.
Wait, you forgot the MRA powder.
Oh yeah, right. Throw that in there.
Tastes like a firm buttocks.
Hold on. Hold on. Cut to how she knows what a firm buttocks tastes like.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yes. Lunch is a little late.
Janelle, it's me, your landlord.
Wow. Yep. Okay, we're gonna keep going. That's probably safe. Let's just keep moving forward. Hello. Let's meet. Before we actually do that, it's now actually time to do a check-in to see who's currently in the lead for Improv Against Humanity here at FanX of Vancouver 2019. First off, who crushed the patriarchy? Over here, yes. Excellent, you're on the board. Excellent. Secondly, who tried to sneak shapes and colors onto Air Canada? Okay, fine. Well, I mean, can't be the same person 3 times in a row. That'd just be weird. First off, thirdly, who introduced firm buttocks to their apartment?
He's so horrible.
Wow. Now, that's all right because we are looking for 2 players to go to our final. So still, anyone's game for second. So let's now move on to cards art number 4. Hello. I love your FIFA 25 years jacket. Who are you, where are you from, and what's the next card?
Sure.
I'm Lauren from Burnaby, and in Valhalla it is said that all brave warriors are given.
Let's find out what brave warriors are given in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Humanity! Thank you.
Thank you. In Valhalla, it is said that all brave warriors are given Italians.
In Valhalla, it is said that all brave warriors are given a Christmas stocking full of coleslaw.
In Valhalla, it is said that all brave warriors are given pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, and pizza at supper time.
In Valhalla, it is said that all brave warriors are given a sausage festival. In Valhalla, it is said that all brave warriors are given powerful thighs.
Finally!
Now, audience, if we were to go to Valhalla and we're at that long table, what are we celebrating with? I agree. But over here, if you were to go to, it's true, no hesitation. We're going to Valhalla and a sausage party. There we go.
Festival.
Sausage festival.
Oh ho! Yes, brave Viking. Hello.
Oh, hello!
I brought my wife.
Yes, I know we've been.
I brought both of my wives.
Hi, this is all consensual. We are lovers too.
I love the sausage.
We love sausage!
We love a sausage festival.
Yes, verily we've been at sea for 2 months now.
My liege, how shall we start this great festival?
I am your Viking chieftain, please.
Sorry.
This isn't a monarchy.
I'm sorry.
Chieftain, are there a lot of sausage in the sea this season?
We would like a wiener, please.
Yes, the rest of the Vikings have been talking about that.
Oh, I can't wait!
Wiener time! Wiener time! Wiener time!
Erickson.
Yes.
Your wives seem verily interested in the sausage festival.
Exactly, but the thing is that we never came back with some sausage.
I don't mean that, Erickson.
Oh, I get what you mean now.
Yes, you have 2 wives. There are 40 other Vikings on this ship.
I've brought all the best imported mustards. I can't wait!
Oh, goody, and I've got the balls!
Harpies tease us with their sauce.
Well, wives, I had something to tell you.
Oh, okay.
The sausage festival, there's 40 Vikings here.
That's a lot of sausage!
Many sausages!
So many Vikings!
Well, chieftain, they seem very interested.
Yes, we'd like to make this a more open sausage festival.
Chieftain, I don't want to bother you.
What's that?
But there's something over the starboard bow. They appear to be harpies.
I look off the starboard bow.
Mermaids.
You mean sirens?
Any of them.
Mermaids?
What we do is dependent on what they are.
All I say is that they have flippers and they sing and they also have wings. So you tell me what they are.
So you've combined 2 species.
And none of them are from Norse mythology.
Should we invite them to the sausage festival too?
I think the more the merrier, yeah?
You know what?
Is there enough sausage in the hold?
Maybe if we brought off board some of these mythical creatures, that would solve our shortage.
Oh, wait a second. Now there's a selkie. That's more in line with what we believe in.
That's enough.
Oh, Neil Gaiman.
Wow. Bravo, Kai. I learned a whole lot in that
The
last
show
little
will
bit.
be closing in half an hour. Attention visitors, the show will be closing in half an hour.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, that is so sweet. Tiny Elsa is looking for a champion to take over her spot.
Oh, cute.
Let's, okay, whichever one that Tia's pointing at. There we go. Come on down. Yay. Round of applause for new Tiny Elsa. Thank you. Oh, I think these mics are a little too hot now.
If they're pointed at each other, they're going feedback.
Okay, let's not point the mics at each other. Hello. Very quickly, who do we have here? What is your name?
Gumi.
Hello, Gumi. Gumi, you are now going to be filling in for the next one. And you know what? Let's move on to the next card. Hello, what is your name and where are you from? We have Alex from Surrey. Round of applause for Alex from Surrey. And Alex, what is our next card?
Sharing bikes and cars, we're only the beginning. Next year, Vancouver offers a blank sharing program.
Let's see what the new program for sharing is here in Vancouver. Let's find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Humanity! Thank you. It's all right. There we go.
Is it appropriate?
Yeah, it's fine. Great. Sharing bikes and cars were only the beginning. Next year, Vancouver will offer a failing the Turing test sharing program.
Sharing bikes and cars were only the beginning. Next year, Vancouver will offer the quiet majesty of the sea turtle sharing program.
Sharing bikes and cars were only the beginning. Next year, Vancouver will offer you and your friends and that crappery you never going to start sharing program.
That's right. Sharing bikes and cars were only the beginning. Next year, Vancouver will offer a hazmat suit full of farts sharing program.
Sharing bikes and cars were only the beginning. Next year, Vancouver will offer a riding off into the sunset sharing program.
All right, audience, if we had a new sharing program in the city, what would you like to share?
Hazmat!
I agree. But all the way from Surrey, what would you like to have shared in Vancouver next year? Oh, so many choices. You must pick one. Only one. The hazmat one? We're going with the hazmat one. Yeah, hazmat. Now, players, while you give me the card, I'm going to set up our next game. One thing that we like to do during our improv shows is to, as well as perform improv, is to also tell some jokes. And so for that, we're going to do a favorite game of ours, and it's a game called 99 Blanks. 99 Blanks. But now, in a different sort of way, inspired by, of course, we're at a convention, let's do some nerdy things inspired by these things as well. And how this works is very simple. It goes along the lines of 99 blanks walk into a bar. Bartender says, sorry, we don't serve blanks here, and the blanks say a witty punchline. Now, to inspire us, what would be a job that maybe you would actually need to use a hazmat suit for? A nuclear power plant physician, physicist,
laboratory.
There we go. A nuclear worker. Here we go. Begin.
All right, 99 nuclear power plant workers walk into a bar. Barter says, we don't serve nuclear power plant physicians here. And they say, well, I guess we're going to split.
Hi-oh!
99 nuclear power plant employees walk into a bar. Barter says, I'm sorry, we don't serve nuclear power plant employees. And the nuclear power plant employees say, cool it.
99 nuclear power plant workers walk into a bar. The bartender says, hey, listen, we don't serve nuclear power plant workers here. And the 99 nuclear power plant workers say, oh, what's this, some sort of falling out?
Oh, that was 99 power plant employees walk into the bar, and bartender says, we don't serve your type here. And the 99 nuclear power plant employees say, why, is it because we're such big reactors?
There we go.
My name's Rod. Is it because my name's Rod?
Oh, we got one?
Yeah, it's not good though.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. 99 nuclear power plant workers walk into a bar and the bartender says, sorry, we don't serve nuclear power plant workers here. And the nuclear power plant workers say, dope. Right? Because Homer works in a power plant.
Still good. Love that one. From someone out here, if you could have a job in any sort of fandom that you enjoy, what job would you have in a fandom? Sorry, what was that?
A game designer.
Oh, a game designer. A game designer. Let's have game designers. Let's see how that works.
99 game designers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve game designers here. And the game designers say, oh, did we just get played?
All right, 99 game designers walk to the bar. Bartender says, we don't serve game designers here. And the game designers say, is that code for something?
99 game designers walk into a bar. The bartender said, we don't serve game designers here. And the game designer said, well, you're a bit controlling.
99 game designers walk into a bar. Bartender says, sorry, we don't serve game designers here. The game designers hit reset. They walk into a bar. Bartender says, sorry, we don't allow.
99 game designers walk to the bar. Bartender says, we don't serve game designers here. And the game designers say, that's really controversial.
Contra. 99 game designers walk into the bar. The bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve game designers here. And the game designers press triangle, triangle, circle, X, X, square, triangle, circle, and nothing happens.
99 game designers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. And the 99 game designers were unconsolable.
Now we have one more card jar, which means one more scene before we find out who's moving on to the finals. Here we go. Into the microphone. Here we go. Who are you? Where are you from?
I am Matthew from Surrey.
Yay, Surrey! Woo!
Greetings, humans. I am Blankbot, executing program.
Let's make a brand new robot in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Humanity! Oh no, let's find out.
Thank you.
This.
Greetings, humans. I am Spring Break Bot, executing program. Oh yeah, that one.
Greetings, humans. I am getting blasted in the face by a t-shirt cannon bot, executing program.
Greetings, humans. I am Guacamole Bot, executing program.
Yes.
Greetings, humans. I am subduing a grizzly bear and making her your wife, but executing the program.
Greetings, humans. I am being Canadian, bot, executing program.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pretty sure that's the grizzly one. That's just the grizzly one. Audience, what robot are we building today?
Grizzly bear!
I agree, but it's up to all the way from Surrey. All the way from Surrey, what robot are we building today?
Grizzly bear one.
So bring a grizzly bear and making her your wife, Bob. Players, let's see a scene inspired by that.
Son,
Yeah, Dad.
you're old enough. You're old enough to leave the house and make your own way in life.
23. I'm 23.
Yes. You've spent a lot of your time in the basement.
I know, ever since Mom left you.
Thanks for being a dick. Which is one of the reasons why I'm sending you out into the Canadian wilderness to find your way.
Oh, Father, it's just so treacherous out there.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Hop in.
Oh, sweet, a random truck stranger.
Wrong side, that's my door. Where to?
I don't know, the world of make-believe, possibly. I don't know, there's just so many places. My dad kicked me out.
Sounds like you want to go to Whistler.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go to Whistler.
All right, I just happened to be dropping off a case of prophylactics there.
Wow, that's Squamish.
There it is, the Wendy's.
Oh, look, Bridal Falls.
Yeah, there it is, the mining museum.
Is that further back, Britannia?
Might be.
Oh, wow, Whistler.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, random stranger.
Enjoy your life.
I will. I will.
I hope so.
Wow, so many.
Hello there. Welcome to Whistler.
Oh, it's Australian.
Yeah, we basically settled here and made it our own town. So, welcome to Whistler.
That's great. I want to learn new things.
Well, it's the middle of the summer, so there's not really a lot going on. Just a lot of drinking.
Oh, I can learn how to do that. Oh, there's zip lining here too.
Oh yeah, take a beer and zip line down. Off you go.
Wow! Oh wow, Whistler Blast! This is so much fun! Yay!
He flies through the Canadian skyline and reaches the end of the zip line with so much force that the beer comes straight out of his stomach.
Oh my gosh, I ended up in the Yukon! Oh, that guy just... There's a bear nearby! Look, listen, don't attack me because my father kicked me out, my mom's somewhere around the world, and I need a family.
Smell me.
You got a firm butt.
Now we are married. That's how it works. Now I smell you.
Uh-oh. Great, awesome. Smell it.
Cut to receiving his father's blessing.
So, you gonna show me this bear that you're engaged to?
Yes, he looks like exactly like you.
Nice.
Father, I'm here for your blessing.
Well, you know I am.
You're a bear?
Yes.
You're a bear all this time?
Yes, as is your mother.
Cut to the wedding. And do you take this here bear to be your lawful wedded other?
I do.
And bear, do you take this one to be your lawful wedded other? Well then, you can maul the bride.
Wow, that's a tourism Yukon ad if I've ever seen one.
From Whistler to Yukon.
Whistler to Yukon. There we go. Now let's find out who's moving on to the final round where the audience are going to be judging. First off, who gave the Viking Warriors a sausage festival? Hey! There we go. Perfect. Secondly, who shared a hazmat suit full of farts? Whoa! Oh my goodness. I want it to be like 5-1. That would be hilarious. Let's see what happens. Finally, who subdued a grizzly bear and found true love? Oh no! Oh no! You know what? This is, there we go. Now, we do have a tiebreaker that we do need to do, which is all right. So first off, for our 3 runners-up, you get prizes, which includes a lanyard from Fan Expo and a pair of tickets to the Fixals. Round of applause for our 3 runners-up. And the 2 of you, you can actually sit there because we're now going to do a quick tiebreaker with all of you. Still with your cards. Here we go. Please answer this question. Players, you will be deciding which one you enjoy the most. First off, nothing says I love you like blank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, humanity! Thank you. All right, Claire, we may need you as a tiebreaker, but let's see what happens. First off, applaud players, applaud if you would like this one. Nothing says I love you like a 3-foot-tall corned beef sandwich. Of course.
Can we hear the other one?
Nothing says I love you like pretending to care. I get the audience reactions, but it's your fault call, players. So players, applaud for one you like. Is it corned beef sandwich? Is it pretending to care? Yeah! There we go. Yeah. Who here pretended to... Oh, the way bottom, we pretended to care. Yay! So you also get a pair of tickets and a lanyard. The rest of you can actually grab your seat if you'd like. And the 2 of you, I would actually like the 2 of you to now grab 7 new white cards because we're now going to the final round where the audience votes. Now, audience, you're going to be voting on which one you like the best. The 2 of you can actually grab a seat where you are, but 7 new white cards, and here we go. Miss Tia, you're going to start us off. This is going to be the first card. When you're ready, read it out for us, and the players are going to decide which one fits. Here we go.
Blank, it's a trap.
Like the love. Here we go in 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Humanity!
Oh, there we go. All right. Tia, if you please. Here we are. Here we are.
A Tim Hortons franchise. It's a trap. Is that better?
Wow.
A spontaneous conga line. It's a trap. That's it, right?
Yeah, there we go. All right, so audience, vote for which one you like better.
A Tim Hortons franchise. A spontaneous conga line.
Once you enter one at a wedding, you are in it for the rest of the night.
It is a conga line. Who brought in the conga line? Oh, there we go. That's 2 out of 3. Brad, you are next. Here we go.
You think you have defeated me? Well, let's see how you handle blank.
In
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Humanity!
Just a second.
Oh, there you go.
You think you have defeated me? Well, let's see how you handle the power of the dark side.
Yeah!
You think you have defeated me? Well, let's see how you handle sharing a micro suite with your disappointed parents.
Wow. That's great. You know, I'm going to keep going. There we go. Audience, which one do you find more terrifying? Is it?
The power of the dark side.
Yes. Obviously, there we go. We have a stormtrooper being like, that's the one. Or is it?
Sharing a micro suite with your disappointed parents.
Never had so many people cheer for that. Making all the way to the final and taking the win. It's Catley from Ottawa. Now, both of you both get prizes, which include fictionals tickets to our home at the Rio Theater, movie passes there, and Catley, you get to choose. Oh, it stretches. Now, of course, the spring season is coming up, and what better way to stay hydrated than with a BPA-free travel mug from the Super Mario universe? But springtime is also for saving. Frugal February is not over. Is it March? Frugal February is over. But it doesn't mean that the saving needs to stop, because one of you gets to go home with a Nintendo Game Boy piggy bank. So which would you like to go home with? Oh, she's going with the mug, which means you get the piggy bank. Yay! There we go. And that is it for our show. Thank you all very much for coming out and enjoying us.